Hello, Trekkers and Trekkers. Well, time for another day of Star Trek Timber, so let's start our reviews off with Silicon Avatar. Commander Riker, Data, and Dr. Crusher are visiting the Melona 4 colony when the crystalline entity appears and begins tearing up the planetary surface. Although the rapid evacuation is mostly successful, two of the colonists, including one in whom Riker expressed a possible romantic interest, die in the onslaught. The Enterprise sets out to pursue the entity with abductor Keela Mar, who is a xenobiologist and expert on the creature. Mar does not trust Data, as she is aware that Data's brother Lore has assisted the entity in the past. Say what? Captain Picard hopes to challenge this perception by having Data work closely with Dr. Mar. Soon Mar reveals the source of her prejudice. Her 16-year-old son was killed by the entity at Omicron Theta, which was also Data's homeworld. Over time, she comes to understand that Data and Lore are quite different androids. Picard tells Mar that he does not intend to kill the entity without first attempting to communicate with it. Mar is skeptical of this approach, but she and Data work out a method for talking to the entity. During their research, Mar discovers Data is programmed with the memories and experiences of the Omicron Theta colony, including those of her dead son. Data tells her how much her son admired her work as a scientist. At Mar's request, Data reads extracts from her son's journals in the teenager's voice. Mar tells Data that as long as he functions, her son is alive. Just wait till he wins a nemesis. The Enterprise locates the entity and begins a series of graviton pulses toward it. The creature responds and emits a signal pattern which is a clear sign of intelligence. Picard is elated at a potential first contact, but Mar alerts the pulse to emit gravitons with a rapidly increasing amplitude, and locks the program so it cannot be stopped. The amplitude reaches a level of resonance where the entity is shattered. Mar addresses Data as though he is her son, telling him that she destroyed the entity for him. Rude! Having finally taken her long-awaited revenge, but sacrificing her career in the process, Mar is near collapse. A disgusted Picard, as he escorted Mar back to her quarters, informs her that her son would not have approved of her destroying the entity. Yeah, you got that right. So overall, I think this is a pretty interesting episode, and again, yeah, that's all I can say about it. So overall, I give Silicon Avatar 4 warp cores out of 5. Well, join me soon as we take a look at Disaster! Dun dun dun! So, until then, live long and prosper, everybody.